great job restoring this car.
Yes, I've restored it for future generations like yours. That's Route 66. This two-lane road ran over 2,000 miles and connected Chicago to Los Angeles. It was traveled for nearly 6 decades from 1926 to 1985. Those that traveled it brought prosperity to the communities along its path, and is a huge part of America's heritage. Look at the map, son. It ran through our town, Granite City. Come with me, I'll show you what our town used to be like. Over the years, Granite City has seen its share of prosperous times and its share of struggles. We've had the flood of the early 1900s, and well, you remember last year's flood. We probably hit our peak in the late 50s when we were recognized as an all-American city. The Great War was over, the steel industry was booming, and the people were moving to Granite City to find a job. I've seen all kinds of people walk these streets, most notably 3 different presidents. I remember when then Senator John F. Kennedy spoke at Belmore Village in October of 1960. President Jimmy Carter in November of 1980 spoke in front of Granite City High School. Our location near the Mississippi River and 6 miles from the city of St. Louis have made us an industrial stronghold. We rely on the fluctuations in the steel industry to keep our town running. In the early 80s, the steel industry took a downturn, and our town had a major reduction in population, struggling to recover ever since. Things are on the upswing in this steel town, but we need a little help just like this old truck did. Slowly, you're seeing storefronts open back up. You're seeing people buying cars again. You really see the real estate market taking back off. You are seeing tons of homes for sale and older homes being refurbished. So that's really encouraging. I know the Mother Road is here to stay, on its way to 2026 Centennial, where thousands of visitors flock each year to feel its paving under their wheels and to fill their eyes and souls with the spirit of America. Granite City was an important stop before crossing the Great River. As highway development has grown over the years, fewer people pass through our town, but we still have a lot to offer. Some consider ourselves the lost leg of Route 66. Granite City just needs a little boost, a few facelifts for our downtown businesses and some of the homes in our neighborhoods. Granite City offers some unique architecture that gives you an example of the immigrant population that we possess. They come from all over the world. We have a really solid community.
Here on the porch of this building that I happen to own, I purchased recently in an effort to hopefully restore it. I see a lot of history. We're surrounded by historical buildings down here. Recently we had a group begin a rehab and a renovation on our old YMCA building that is just fabulously beautiful in its architecture and the potential that it has. That is my intention for this building. And like I said, we're surrounded by our city hall is across the street, which is a historical building. This building here is called the old Knights of Columbus building. And so it's just rich in history, and we would love to see restored some of those pieces and preserve for future generations.
My name's Selph. I live here in Granite City. It's a beautiful place to live, has a lot of history here, and unfortunately a lot of people are moving out, which I don't understand why, because as you see here, we got this beautiful building here. We got a lot of older buildings here in town that were built in the 1890s, 1900s. I love this town. There's a lot of history here, and I think we should try to get more people involved in trying to evolve the city into making it a better place. I, for one, have history in this town. My grandfather was a police officer for 20 years, 70s, 80s. My grandpa was mayor from 93 to 05. And I would like to be a part of that history and have my friends, family, and the community to get more involved, because that's the way we're going to get a city to be better, our school districts to be better, our park districts to be better, anything like that. We all got to come together as a community, and that's where it all starts first.
HGTV, we invite you to restore the historical buildings and revive the Route 66 area to not only live in our memories, but to thrive again. Restoration of not only historical buildings, but a place of sharing good times, a place where past memories and new experiences meet, forming a bond of sharing across the generations, our heritage.